Okay, so it's Allie and Romanchuk, and today I am here with
Megan Babino,
and you do
forestry at ANC.
and I know you do silviculture or have experience in silviculture. So can you explain to me what silviculture is and its importance in forestry management?
Basically, it's any kind of action you take on the landscape to manage the forest to achieve objectives that you want.
And what made you interested in silviculture?
I started out tree planting back in New Brunswick. Did that for a few years and decided this seems like a pretty good job and maybe I'd want to go to school for it and see what happens.
Cool. So what does a typical work day look like for you?
A typical day in the office is usually responding to emails, answering lots of questions, typical bush day. If I'm doing tree planting, if tree planting is going on, then I get to the block where they're planting that and I count how many trees they have planted in that circle. That gives us what our density is for the block, so there's density expectations. And for each of those trees, I check, whether it's deep enough in the ground, too shallow, whether they chose the right microsite, which is the actual dirt they're planting in, whether it's too low, too high, right where they're supposed to be through their style. And yeah, basically do that, and then useful tool.
So you said you make sure you keep track of the diversity and other planting practices. So how do these practices vary based off forest type and management goals?
Yeah, so we basically, what we cut off in a block is what we want to come back. So if we cut pine, we'll plant pine. If we cut spruce, we plant spruce. And the only reason we plant that is because we can have that stand coming back quicker than just letting it naturally come back.
Yeah. Okay, so how do you balance economic considerations with ecological and social objectives when developing silviculture prescriptions?
A lot of it has to do with the contractors. So a lot of times that we, like as silviculture foresters, it's like you have all these wishes and dreams and hopes that like in the best, if money wasn't an option, you would do, X, Y, Z. Well, you don't have an operator to do X, so you're not gonna do X. A lot of it is really contractor based. So if we have the contractors to operate, to do certain things that are more expensive, like site prep. So some of that is like, if we could and we budget for that, we'll do that everywhere. But we're having a hard time with contractors, so it's like, we don't have anybody to do that. We're gonna go plant it, so we don't do it. So we end up kind of saving some money there, but it's not out of choice, it's out of no choice, I guess. So a lot of it is like through our management plans and stuff, we have like, the X, Y, and Z already set out. That's just, this is the cost, this is what it's gonna cost to do the things. And then just kind of making sure we're choosing the best sites to put that money into.
Yeah, just adapting to the resources you have available and applying those wherever you see best fit.
Yeah.
And finally, what trends or innovations do you foresee in the field of silviculture in the coming years?
It's kind of already happening now, but like more drone-based. Silviculture, you're just covering area all the time, and it's really difficult for you as a person to kind of cover all that area.
With like the helicopter tours that I see all the time.
Yeah, so it's like even our surveys, like I will fly for 2 days doing all of our surveys. And with drones, you can capture and we're doing this now with a lot of our like gravel road stuff, some harvesting things. We're capturing images of blocks kind of in their progression. So I wouldn't be shocked if in a couple of years we would be using them to do our surveys as well.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Megan. I think that provided me at least a little bit more insight.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's cool to hear about the other side of stuff. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks.